Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab chalks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slab Chalks.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the World Ninja League 2024 Premier Series qualifier here at the SOFLO Ninja Academy in Florida. We have just wrapped up our placement course for the amateur division today on the Sunday, and we are ready to get into their challenge course runs. I am one of your hosts today, Billy Dixon, joined alongside my co-host Jack Tudrin. Jack, we had a stunning placement course round. A lot of shock fails, but some incredible techniques and clears.
Absolutely, and all those athletes certainly demonstrated that they have the skills capable of doing well on the challenge course today. We saw a lot of power, a lot of grip, and some great speed as well, and I think all those things are going to come into play as we move into the challenge course for the second half of this Waves qualifier.
Precisely so, but it's important to have a little recap on the format out here. We just had our placement course. It was a traditional flow course type format. Everyone ran it. It was a typically short course, and if you fell, your run was over. We only had a couple of clears there, I believe, on our placement course, but they were all very, very good in terms of sportsmanship. A lot of really, really cool athletes on the placement course. They will all have an attempt at the challenge course now. You have 2 retries allowed for the entire course, with 1 maximum per obstacle. And if you fall on a retry attempt, or you run out of retries, you run out of time, you fail 3 different obstacles, any of those circumstances, your run will then be considered over. It is typically a longer course, and it most certainly is today, and its main purpose is to determine our final result, which means that the top 4 athletes in the division will qualify for our Life Force Ninja Finals in Bellingham, Washington, on November 15th through 17th.
Yeah, very true. The challenge course, so much fun, allows a little bit of leeway in case a mistake happens. We'll get going with that shortly.
Of course, we got to give a shout out to our boys over at Ninja Works, the ultimate in ninja timing systems. These guys are legendary. They produce the best buzzers, they produce amazing smoke machines for said buzzers, and they also provide the leaderboards and timers for all of our ninja competitions for the WNL around the world. So shout outs to these guys for being absolute legends. We do not know where we'd be without them. Thanks to Ninja Works and everything that you guys do. And shout outs to the people over our second sponsor. That is going to be DGS Ninja. Here you can see our 2023 World Ninja League Elite Female Champion, Addie Herman, as a sponsored DGS athlete. Now what that means is that DGS Ninja, they take a couple of athletes throughout the league, they assist them in sponsoring them and showcasing their ninja skills to the entire world. For example, Addie Herman right there on screen, she recently just wrapped up an incredible competition in Croatia for a 100-meter obstacle race gathering with so many great ninjas across the world. I am willing to bet that DGS Ninja sponsored her and helped her out to get there and to show off her ninja skills, and she was absolutely incredible at that event. Not only do they sponsor athletes, but they also sell their own obstacles over at dgsninja.com, and they also provide the iconic black and blue obstacle rigs that we show every year at our Greensboro Coliseum World Championships. Thanks to DGS for being absolute legends in the sport and just for our league as a whole.
Definitely love those sponsors, and this competition would not be brought to you without NinjaWorks and DGS. And as you can see right there, you might be getting stared down by that creepy witch hanging over by the rig. We have a little bit of a Halloween-themed qualifier here for both the placement and challenge course. Love to see some of these obstacles that we're going to be facing pretty soon.
Gotta love the theming out here, and we also gotta love the fact that our Premier Series Finals in Bellingham, Washington is right around the corner, not too long to wait anymore now. November 15th through 17th is going to be one of the greatest weekends in Ninja history. Going to be super, super fun for all of us watching. The best ninjas from around the world, the top 4 in every division from our Premier Series has been invited to go there and compete. Going to be a super, super fun weekend filled with amazing courses and amazing competitors. Cannot wait for it.
Neither can I. It's going to be absolutely epic. Be sure to tune in. The top 4 athletes from today's competition will be there as well. But we got to find out who those 4 athletes are going to be. We got lots of strong contenders.
Indeed we do. It looks like they've just wrapped up a tiny bit of the final area of the challenge course. Let's have a look at what this course has to offer. We are going to start off with the Tombstone Dash, which we saw in the placement course, moving into the Flying Saucers and then the Shark Bait Swing. The Spooky Swings then come afterward. The Spiderweb then follows suit, along with the Cursed Crossway afterward. And then we move on to the Leap of Faith, a little flip over everything we can, along with a couple of X holds with a backwards grab somewhere in there. The Creepy Crimps follows suit, named after the incredible William Schlageter, who is someone we are going to be seeing later on in the day as an elite ninja. Following that is the Vampire's Vortex with a bunch of V-holds, ending it with the Enchanted Trap with that Demon of Green hiding the buzzer. Up to the competitors to hit it with enough time.
Yeah, 10 obstacles is all it's going to take. These are not easy obstacles. And I thought, when I saw this course from the previous waves, I thought it was a great combination of some of the most classic Ninja Warrior obstacles mixed with some of the more modern hits that we've seen in the recent years from these competitions. I love all the obstacles that our course designers have chosen. It's going to be a great show.
We've had some incredible challenge course runs over the course of this weekend. We've seen a lot of close calls, a lot of close clears, especially with the retries in play. We absolutely love seeing the retries up on the course, and we are going to get started right now. We are going to have a small walkthrough of the course, actually. Here we can see the competitors in our amateur division taking a final think through all of the obstacles, strategizing their moves on everything. We're going to start off here with the tombstones out here, walking across them up until that little trapeze, down onto a trampoline, and then jumping up straight onto some spring forwards.
Yeah, and we saw how difficult those were in the last placement course. They're returning for challenge.
Hopefully it doesn't cause as much issues as earlier. A bit more time to recoup, re-energize. Our competitors are raring to go. The Flying Saucer is after that little spring forward area, using that little mustache to get onto the spinning disc. The Swinger moving over onto this blue platform. We are headed to the diagonal shark bait swing. These guys have to angle their hips correctly in order to make their way through. We've seen a couple of links on this obstacle throughout the weekend, but I don't think anyone has linked diagonally all the way through, including that cliff there. We might see that broken later on in the division.
Love to see that. Into obstacle 4 now, we can see the spooky swings coming up. We've got those fidget spinners. We're going to have to see some Lachey's, maybe even some Links moving on through there. Great obstacle in the middle there. We've also got these fun other obstacles. We've got a bat leading into a pumpkin hold. Love the Halloween decor that this course has been putting together. Very festive. After that, though, we have the spider web, which is going to be the return of everyone's favorite jumping spider. Going to make their way across that, moving into the Cursed Crossway. A couple of angled steps leading into lily pads that'll bring you over to another blue dismount platform. Right, we have after that the Leap of Faith. Some incredible Lachey's. Oh, that's going to be very fun with those X's. Cannot wait to see what the strategies are that are going to be used by our athletes on this obstacle. I can already think of a few different things we might be seeing here on this obstacle in particular. And then following after that, the Creepy Crimps is exactly what it sounds like, a large line of cliffhangers. Very cool design right there. And after that, we will lead into the final few obstacles on this course, starting off with the Vampire's Vortex. We can see that upside down V-hold. Looks like our athletes are going to have to jump back and forth around this rig using those Vs. That is going to be quite the challenge, I will say, but not impossible. And then after that, that should lead us into, I believe, our final obstacle on this challenge course, the Enchanted Trap. Our athletes are going to have to utilize those rings in the bear trap to make their way all the way through this rig, past the Spooky Witch, which you can see down there. And athletes are going to have to use that ring, swing on through, and hit the upside down buzzer while being stared on by a very creepy witch. You have to face a lot more than your obstacle fears on this course in order to be successful. But I cannot wait to see how this goes.
Absolutely, we've seen some incredible challenge course runs over this weekend. We can see the final few competitors here today. Look at that, the 15 out here in our amateur division, all raring to go. We're going to be starting off with Scott Seinold. It's going to be a very, very fun time overall. We see the obstacles on the left. We just had a walkthrough of them. Can't wait to see what all of these amateurs have to offer. We've seen a lot of different variation in terms of ages, you know. We've seen a couple 15-year-olds, 17-year-olds, and then we have people in our mid-50s, you know. Really, really good.
Yeah, that's so cool. We get to see the young adults, adults, and masters all together. 3 of my favorite waves, perhaps, in the whole World Ninja League, because these athletes work very well together. They are not just in this to be competing for first place. They are in this to help each other understand this course. They talk up to each other regarding strategies and such like that. I love being a part of this wave when I get to go to competitions, and I'm sure it's the same thing. You can see all of our athletes on the camera right now walking through this course. Perhaps while they wait for their runs, they're going to be discussing ideas together to figure out how they can get each other to better course runs.
Really, really nice to see. We are going to be starting with our first amateur runner in a couple of minutes, but before that, let's take a look at what our elites are going to have to be facing out here today in terms of competitors. We're going to be starting off with one of our elite females competing today, facing off against Avery Glantz in the elite female division. It is going to be none other than Olivia Lopez out here, a multiple-timed grand champion for WNL. Super, super happy to have her here. If there's anyone who is going to win this Premier Series, my money is on Olivia Lopez.
Definitely, Olivia is a very strong athlete, as you can see by that video there. And then another athlete to be looking out for is William Schlageter, the course designer for the Stanford Premier Series qualifier that kicked off our season. Will is a very, very strong competitor. He is truly on another level. Not to mention, he's a great guy as well. I've had the opportunity to compete on some of his courses. It's always a fun time. He knows the sport inside and out. It is going to be awesome to see him take to the course later this evening.
Very, very true. Not to mention that the Creepy Crimps. William's nickname is Crimpy William. So a little bit of inspiration has been rubbed off from his mere existence, it seems, and we love him for that.
Yeah, I love that. Looks like some athletes are circling up over there, checking out one of those obstacles, maybe discussing a few ideas. From when I got that look at the challenge course, the first thing that I was thinking of is there's so many different ways you can get through a lot of these obstacles. Lots of different strategies, a couple different speeds you might be able to take them at. I'm very curious to see what different athletes are going to want to try as they take on this course.
Me too. A lot of different strategies can be implemented on a course like this. So many different athletic fundamentals, you know. We've got a lot of intense grip. You've got swing generation, along with a bit of just tech in general. We see some bats and some pumpkins, some weird grips, but these guys definitely have it in them to clear.
Definitely true. I'd love to see some buzzers at the end of this wave right here. Although I think we're going to be surprised throughout. Lots of strong athletes running throughout the entire wave. The placement course may not have been kind to all of them. There were some tricky obstacles out there, but there hopefully won't be as much of a incentive to go super fast on the challenge course. These courses tend to be more endurance-based, they tend to be longer. May not want to be rushing here on this course.
Yeah, but it's important to note that the retries on the challenge course are in play here. You have 2 retries across the whole course, 1 per obstacle. But if you fail 3 different obstacles or you fail an obstacle twice, your course run is over. It does add a bit of complexity to this obstacle course. You know, you can take a couple of different goes and implement a couple different strategies if need be. Take a bit of a gutsy run on an obstacle to start off with, and if it doesn't work out, then you can just go ahead and try again in a different strategy and see if it works.
Yeah, that's why we love the challenge course. There's so many athletes that have been bailed out by those retries that I've seen. A lot of mistakes that can happen in a course run, and those retries are able to forgive those. They're able to show which athletes are capable of getting past the obstacles despite maybe 1 or 2 small mistakes. Because those mistakes are not what defines these athletes. It's their ability to get back up, keep persevering through these courses as they get more and more difficult. And that is what we love to see every time we host one of these competitions.
Indeed so. Looks like we're all being instructed to get off the course at the minute. A lot of these guys super excited, getting ready to just crush this course.
Yeah, like we said, Scott Seinel will be our first runner. Power rank number 27. Finished, I believe, in 12th place last season. So he's quite a strong runner to be kicking off the challenge course for this wave. I think there will be a lot to learn from Scott's run.
And a couple more alignments here, ready to go. The mental state coming into a challenge course must be on point. You know, takes a couple of moments. Once that midpoint where if you've just fallen on an obstacle but you have a retry available, that point in time where you're just taking a moment to rest and just go at it again can definitely play to you. But hopefully all of these athletes have it in themselves to just go ahead and crush these obstacles.
Definitely, and I think we have the perfect group of athletes here. Everyone seemed very relaxed when they got on the starting block for the placement course, or they seemed very excited, and that is the look you want to have, either determined or totally in the zone. Nobody looked very nervous or anything like that while they were taking to the course, and I hope we will see that continue as we move on to challenge any moment now.
Having a look at our athletes coming into this competition, a lot of high success from our World Championships earlier this year. A lot of really, really fine placements. I'm seeing 18th, 11th, 29th in a couple of spaces, actually 31st. Here we go. We are going to be starting out with our 27th place finisher in the World Ninja League Championships in one of our divisions within the amateur males. It is going to be Scott Seinold, age 48, coming out of Boca Raton.
All right, 3.5 minutes for the time on this. Let's see what Scott is capable of as he jumps off
Here
that
we go.
trampoline.
Straight in. There we go. Going to be using the cliffhanger at the side to assist him in jumping to that second bar. There we go. Coached by the legendary Flip Rodriguez. He's had a lot of students out at this competition, Scott being one of them, one of the older ones, a lot of kids, but Flip can coach anyone, including Scott. Here we go. Just under 3 minutes remaining now as he moves on to our next obstacle. Here's going to be linking stuff, it looks like, throughout the shark bait swing.
Yeah, look at Scott go. Already 2 obstacles under his belt. Let's see this diagonal lâché.
Oh! Ooh, unfortunately, the grip gives way on him at the last minute. Gonna have to retry that obstacle right here.
That's all right. He tried to grab onto the front side. Now, as we got that closer look earlier on, we saw that the front side has a bit of a smaller ledge than the back side. Obviously, it's a lot tougher to make that blind grab onto the backside of that fishtail. However, it would be possible perhaps for a switch grip. Let's see what Scott is feeling as he takes on this retry.
Oh, looks like we're going to have a little bit of a breakout here so far. Maybe the timer has glitched out. NinjaWorks is having a bit of an issue so far, but he'll be back with us very, very shortly, I'd assume.
Yeah, perhaps that might be a rerun from Scott. We'll see what happens in just a moment. And once again, a look at what is to come later on this wave. Such strong athletes that I am very much anticipating to see. One thing that is interesting about this course as well is some of these obstacles on the challenge course were recycled from the flow course earlier. Primarily that first one and the one we just saw with those shark baits. Both of those obstacles were featured in the flow course, which means our athletes have gotten the feel for them already and might be able to take a little bit more risk or go a little bit faster if they're feeling a bit more comfortable on those holds. So we will see what happens.
We'll be carrying on definitely very, 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 very soon. Going to be going with Duncan Murray next up. He's competed in ninja competitions for 5 years, including many world championships. His family and himself now own a gym in Jacksonville where he coaches, so he knows both sides of the story there, being the coach and the competitor as well.
Yeah, but at some point, perhaps in just a moment, Scott is going to be getting that rerun. And now he's had a quick moment to think about what to do on that third obstacle. He got a feel for it, both in the flow course and right there on that first run before the error. So it'll be interesting to see if he tries to do the same strategy and hopes to maybe be a little bit more successful this time, or if he would like to try something a little bit different. Might want to talk that over with his coach. He's got a good one, but I'm excited to see what he's got coming up soon.
Exactly. He knows he can do so many moves with relative ease, taking a bit of time to just recoup and try them again and go even further, hopefully. It's gonna be good.
Again, just another moment or so while we wait for Scott to return, or perhaps Duncan will take to the course to give Scott a moment of rest before returning to the course.
Gonna be such a good wave when things get rolling proper. So much skill, particularly down in the later half of this leaderboard with a couple of clears. Here we go. We are now moving on to Duncan Murray, our second competitor out here on the challenge course. We said, coming out of the Rock Ninja Warrior Academy, competed in ninja competitions for 5 years, including many world championships, so he knows what he has to do, can handle high pressure ninja situations like this.
All right. The 17-year-old on the course as he laches on through here on the tombstone dash. Wow, big, powerful Lachey. He's able to get that first clear under his belt. Now moving on to the flying discs.
Here he goes. Going to take a bit of a moment here. He's going to set up some swings, ready for the shark bait swing.
Nicely done, traversing himself diagonally to grab onto each of these fishtails. Able to grab on the front side of the cliffhanger too. Not an easy
Have a look
grab,
at that.
but Duncan manages to hang on. Leaping up for that fidget spinner now. Able to make a quick Lachey over to the second one. Hangs on
Onto the bat now.
Yeah, he's got to straighten out that swing though before moving on to the pumpkin, going a little bit crooked.
Gonna have to engage that core if he wants to swing. There he goes. He's done just that.
Phenomenal.
A minute has now passed.
Yeah, Duncan
Small swing.
using the trapeze to swing into the jumping spider. He's got the first half of this course already and plenty of time to spare.
Here goes Duncan now on to the leap of faith.
Generating lots
Up
of
he goes.
Ooh.
Gonna have to do a front flip over the top of this X here. Down he goes, carrying a lot of momentum. It's not a backwards lâché this time. It's gonna have to be a forward for our amateurs, and it's fine for Duncan Murray.
Yeah, Duncan now on to the Crimpy Challenge. Gonna have to use that crimp grip here on these cliffhangers. Gonna grab on the inside of the hammers as well.
Good strategies as he makes his way on to the second box. No, he just goes straight for the ring. Good stuff. Nice little implement of tech there. Here he goes. Ah, nice little wraparound of the legs onto the... Oh, that was a very, very nice maneuver.
Yeah, Duncan, one of the younger athletes in this wave, able to use that long reach of his to his advantage, as he has about 1 minute left to take on the final 2 obstacles of this course. The Vampire's Vortex. Perhaps one of the hardest ones here. Does Duncan have what it takes? Here comes another lâché. He makes that one as well.
He's going to take a massive swing. Going to try and get to the bar this way,
Wow.
which he does with ease. 40 seconds as he makes his way down onto the dismount platform. Onto the final obstacle, the Enchanted Trap.
Let's go, Duncan. 30 seconds left to get to the buzzer. He's able to get the ring and the bear trap on his first go. He's got to swing past the witch to get to the buzzer. And there it is!
Duncan Murray is our first clear of the amateur male division. Let's have a look at that. That was just banging.
Looks so casual, this entire course run. Made it look so easy as he just dashes through everything. Those last few obstacles towards the end of the course got increasingly more difficult, but Duncan just lâchéed on through like it was nothing. Amazing run. We will see if that finish and that time is going to hold up to send Duncan to the Premier Series Finals. Moving on, after Duncan's run, we might be seeing Scott for a rerun later, or we might be waiting a little bit longer to recharge after that start of a course run. We might be seeing Ralph Pinkert coming up next instead.
The rerun is coming up, it seems, for Scott Seinald. Going to be getting a bit of redemption out here on our challenge course. Unfortunately came undone by a technical fault by the timer, I believe it was. Doesn't want that to happen again, but he knows he can get through a couple of obstacles within this course.
Absolutely. And that is an unfortunate circumstance here. This course doesn't just look scary, but a rerun is every ninja's worst nightmare. Let's see if Scott can do it again here.
Within the moment, you are arguably more nervous than your first time because you know you can do it. You just need to set the standard like you had before. Can be a hard thing to do, but Scott, he believes in himself. He's ready. That stance is intimidating. I don't think that trapezes will be very happy. Here he goes.
Yeah, Scott is ready. This should be an entertaining run right here. About to get this show on the road. He's got 3.5 minutes of playtime here on this course.
Yeah, he goes. Scott is now off and running. 3:30 on the clock. Straight away onto the latter part of our first obstacle here, the Tombstone Dash. Made his way through it with no problem at all.
Yeah, solid job on that first obstacle onto the flying saucers now. Just trying to straighten out that swing. Looks like he's got that part figured out. Nice. Clear through obstacle number 2 and back for some redemption here on the shark bait swing.
Knows he can do the lâchés. This cliff one is a bit difficult though. Gonna have to carry on through. 48 years old, doesn't have the body of a teeny here, but unfortunate, just peels out from him.
So you can tell
Gonna
he
have to try again out here.
He tried to grab onto the front side of that tail once again, the smaller cliff ledge. That shows he has a lot of trust in his grip strength, and he nearly had that grab right there. Thought he was going to hold on, but a lot of pressure coming in onto those fingertips.
Third time's the charm for our boy Scott Seinold.
Come on, Scott. Put it all together here. One final lâché on this obstacle.
Getting that height. No, right there. He had the fingertip strength, but he was just slipping out. Unfortunate stuff for Scott. He had it there.
Wow, he gave 3 phenomenal efforts on that obstacle, but that cliffhanger ledge was very unforgiving. Great attempt there out of Scott.
It's going to land him in second place for now with that obstacle attempt in mind. Unfortunate stuff. Ralph Pinkett is next up. I believe he's our oldest, in the mid-50s he is today. I love the age diversity within the amateur division. We start off with some 15-year-olds and the sky's the limit.
Definitely, and like I said during the placement course, I have so much respect for the Masters division. I can only hope to be half as good as these Masters are when I am their age. And Ralph is, as he demonstrated in the placement course, a very strong athlete, and I thought he has a lot of potential here for this challenge course.
Here we go, 56 years old. Still competing out here with some of the best ninjas in the country. What dexterity and just power this guy has coming out of Dragon Fit Tampa. Still got the strats.
Yeah, and he's already got one obstacle underneath his belt as he jumps up for the flying saucers, right into that lâché, and right over to the dismount. Solid start there for Ralph.
Taking a bit of time before attempting the shark bait swing.
Nice, he's caught onto that second shark tail. There's the third. Let's see the approach here for the cliffs. Plenty of swing.
Can Ralph?
Oh, no!
That cliffhanger keeps getting him. It is a very, very difficult grab.
Oh, for sure. That's a very small ledge for the athletes to grab onto. Ralph tries to grab onto the front side. Grip doesn't quite hold.
See if he can go at it again. Ralph Pinkett on his second attempt at the shark bait swing.
Nice. Moving through pretty efficiently here, but one more shark tail in his path. Let's see what he's got left in store.
Massive.
Oh, no!
Very, very close. He had the alignment there. He put his hands on, but just couldn't hold himself up. Great stuff out of oh my goodness me. Great stuff out of Ralph Pinkett out here today. 56 years old, super inspiring. Anyone who can give Ninja a go, look to this man.
Absolutely. He had a great day here at SOFLO. Unfortunately, that cliffhanger ledge is going to be it for Ralph. But it was fun watching him compete.
Indeed so. Moving straight along, we're going to go to Ethan Alevridis.
All right.
He's a student pilot, he says, coming out of Windsor Ninja Academy. He's been doing ninja for a long time, 7 years of his 18-year life.
Yeah, and I've been training with Ethan for the better part of those 7 years. He has really grown into one of the... Oh, my goodness!
Bit of a stumble there as he goes all the way back to the start line, ready to reattempt this obstacle.
Wasn't expecting that. Let's see. Let's see a second attempt here out of Ethan on this obstacle. All right. On the retry, jumping up for the trapeze.
Takes a bigger
my
jump.
Goodness!
No!
And the trampoline.
Shocker that is. Oh, man. His literal fingertips away from touching that pole there. Sad times all around for Ethan.
That is a tough jump to make. Gotta use your knees just right on that trampoline, and it is a little bit hairy coming in from a lache off of the trapeze bar. It's a tough one. On the starting block right now, though, for our next runner, we have Wade Bramlett.
Here goes Wade.
Coming in hot there.
Diagonally swinging.
Oh my
the
goodness!
cliffs! The early parts of this course really taking it. Wow.
Definitely. We see another fall on the first obstacle. Let's see Wade on the retry. Has to get it here. Big jump off the tramp, and let's see, he's eyeing up the cliff.
Hangs on this time. All about that second jump now. Can he hang on, let go at the correct time, and swing to the second spring forward?
Looks a little bit uncomfortable on that cliff. Let's see if he can line it up right.
Seems to be spinning in some sort of direction. How can he avenge himself? He's going to swing around. Oh, look at that one-handed save on the grip there. Come on, mate.
Come on, Wade. Get past this one. I think he's got it lined up. And
yes, he's got it. Bit of a flip there. Oh, even with a bit of a stumble, but he styles it out in a roll.
Wade Bramlett, after fighting for over a minute on that first obstacle, is able to make his way on through. Moving on to the flying saucer next. Oh,
that's going to be another retry. He's using retries on a lot of obstacles here. Wait, that counted as a retry on that, or he already touched the platform?
Yeah, okay. So
yeah, it's going to be a retry counted. Ooh.
He must have crossed the front plane there on obstacle number 2, but then he fell back, so he cleared the second obstacle, but is on his final retry for obstacle 3. He builds up the swing.
Here goes Wade.
Nice catch.
Reaches out for that. I like that.
Yeah, making his way on through. One more catch here on this last fishtail. Let's see what he can do. Oh my goodness, no!
You can feel the slip out there, and unfortunately for Wade Bramlett, that's going to be it. Sending our 42-year-old home.
My goodness, what a recovery he made there on that first obstacle. That was very impressive, but unfortunately was out of energy at that point for the cliff. Very strong effort, though, out of Wade.
Moving on from Wade, we are going to be headed into John Helfenberger.
Yeah, as we move into our top 10 athletes from the placement course. Let's see what John is going to put together on this challenge course run. Looks pretty confident there on the starting block as he gets the countdown and starts making his way through on the Tombstone Dash.
Easy stuff for John so far. We saw him strategize a lot before the course commenced.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, mate, all the way back to the start.
Another error on obstacle 1. I don't think John even understands what happened there. I'm starting to wonder if there's only a certain section of that bar that's in play. Maybe that's what the issue was. And this time he's going to lache to the side for the cliffhangers. Let's see if he can line it up.
There he goes, pushes off the cliff. And he's made it this time.
Yeah, so that is what happened there. Only one section of that tape is going to be in play for the bar. And John grabbed outside of that section. Able to get the clear, though, on obstacle 1. Great recovery. As he's cleared an obstacle number 2 as well. Let's see if we can see yet another athlete get past this shark bait swing. It has proven to be a challenge for our last few competitors as they lose their grip on this upcoming cliffhanger ledge. Can John be the first and a few to grab it? Whoa! He tries an early dismount!
That is definitely a way to go about it. Unfortunately, wasn't successful in it, but you can. It did seem feasible. If you've just built up a bit more momentum, you could be seeing that a bit more.
Yeah, John might try that again here. He got the feel for it. I think he was pretty close. So let's see what he wants to do, if he wants to try that again or if he wants to give that cliffhanger a try. He's got to make up his mind, though, because this is his last attempt on the obstacle.
He's going for it again. That straight alignment tells me. Did he make it? Yes, he's fine.
He sticks the landing! John is
gymnastics T-pose. Loving it.
All right, continuing this run on obstacle 4. Let's see what John can put together. Great catch on the last fidget spinner. Just trying to line up the catch for the bat. He does exactly that. He's got to straighten out this swing, though, as the pumpkin is his next target. Swinging a little bit crooked. Can he recover?
Woo, yes, a little diagonal shake can't hurt our boy John Helfenberger out here. A minute 20 left on the clock, a bit of a diagonal swing. Wants to get himself out of a mishap here. Swings down to safety, all good. Slow and steady is winning him a nice position out here at second so far.
Absolutely true. Coming close to a minute left on the course as he swings into the jumping spider. He's able to stick those feet in place and gets another clear on this course. John's going to keep it moving here as he works on the balance.
Yes, he's fine with that as well. Got to be aware that he has no more retries left in the bank. With 40 seconds remaining and 4 obstacles left to go, a clear might not be in the question, but that is he's still able to make some progress.
All right, going to start off on these handlebars here. John going to have to make a leap of faith. Oh, no!
Oh, no! Unfortunately, I think his energy levels just kind of depleted there after a long, heartfelt run.
Definitely.
Unfortunately, John comes to an end. Really, really well done to him, though.
What a run John put together there. Created a massive beta by skipping that last shark tail and went for an early dismount. Certainly paid off when he got multiple clears after that point. Gonna put him in second place as of now. And we will see how that run holds up moving forward.
Brandon Anderson, next up out here on our challenge course. 91st at the World Championships this year. Coming out of Mighty Orion Fitness. He's ready to go.
All right, let's see what Brandon is going to put together. We've only seen one clear on this course so far in this wave. Can Brandon be the second?
He definitely wants that title. Look at that, linking the dismount.
Yeah, love that link there. Let's see if he can keep up that pattern as he spins around on the flying saucer.
Down to safety.
Yeah, he's able to find the dismount, but this is the fun part right here. The shark bait swing, and look at this. He's linking those swings, but he's going to take a backswing here as he gears up for that cliffhanger ledge. Let's see if he can make this catch.
He's made the catch. Wow. There we go.
Look at the grip out of Brandon Anderson. He's able to clear his way through obstacle number 3, and he is clean so far on this course.
Chalking up, ready to go on these spinners here. Spooky. Oh, look at that. A bit of a hand mishap there, but as he's making his way through the cursed crossway onto the bat, not a problem.
Oh my goodness!
Tried to go diagonally to that pumpkin.
That really worked as well. He gave it a good slap. He had the height, which allowed him to almost come down right where he needed to on the pumpkin, but just not enough. Let's see if he's going to keep a little bit more control as he makes his way down this rig. All right, Brandon building his swing once again on the fidget spinners. Catches on to the bat, and once again swinging a bit crooked. Lined up now. Easy peasy. Let's see as Brandon moves on for the jumping spider. Able to stick the grab, no problem.
Moving on now to our cursed crossway. 1, 2, 3. He's bounding across. 100 seconds left. Coming in to these massive laches out here on the Leap of Faith.
He's going to have to get a very high lache right here. Is it possible? Certainly is. Brandon's made the grab, and this is the fun part. Once he pulls himself on top of this frame right here, he's going to have to flip himself around just like that. The shade's right on over to the X and gets another clear.
Keeping a nice angle on his arms there. Using the boxes. Uses just the ring. That wingspan coming into handy here for Brandon Anderson.
Nicely done, Brandon. With 2 more obstacles to go and just under a minute to get them done. He's knocking on the door for the second clear of this wave. Let's see if he can make it happen. First, though, he's got to take on this Vampire Vortex, a very difficult obstacle.
I tried just popping through without a backswing. Didn't particularly work that well for him. Gonna have to try again. Running out of retries.
Yeah, it's all or nothing here with the last 30 seconds on the challenge course. Let's see if Brandon can get enough swing. Oh, his hands
there, but just slipped. Ah, mate.
Brandon.
Unfortunate for Brandon Anderson. Put in a very solid run, though.
Yes, he did. Made it very far on that course. Unfortunately, though, wasn't able to get to the end. I think that's going to hold up, though, and he's going to get some great position on that leaderboard.
Definitely possible. He's sitting in second place at the moment, but there are a lot of athletes left to run, 9 to be exact, with our next one being James Rutherford.
All right. James working his way over to that starting block. Let's see how he does on the challenge course.
Here we go. James Rutherford is now on the start line. Taking moments, just figuring himself out at the minute. Getting ready to go.
All right, some big strides across the tombstones. He leaps on up.
A lot of power straight in that swing, and it's evident, yes.
All right, so James just showed us he's got some real power here that he can use on this course, and that's certainly going to come in handy. One of the obstacles it's going to help with is this one right here, this shark bait swing. And he thought about linking that. He's eyeing up.
He's got to orientate his weight, shift to a direction. Hangs on the cliff. You can see the strain in his arms there, but he's made his way through.
Gonna be a clear for James. Very well done as he moves into the fidget spinners. Just gotta straighten out that swing. There it is. Makes the catch. Let's see if he can grab the bat.
He grabs it with ease. Using the trust to try and align himself here. Can he make the jump? Yes, the diagonal swing works in his favor, but now he's trying to go sideways, trying to stop it at least. Engaging that core is important. You can see him trying to figure out a way out of here.
Starting to kick those legs. Looks like his swing is starting to correct itself a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah, James is able to find the dismount cleared through obstacle 4. He's got 2 minutes left to take on this course as he heads into the jumping spider.
There he goes.
Breezes his way on through. Half of the course is done. 5 obstacles remain.
Doesn't need that final lily pad. Coming in for the leap of faith out here.
Right, building up plenty of swing. James makes
Look
a
at
great
that.
catch up there onto the bar. Well done. Let's see if he can flip his body around. You can tell he's a little
He's
bit
trying.
nervous.
Oh, hello a second. Is he even going to use it?
No, he wants to jump straight to the X.
No!
I love it.
Mate. It could work. Something like that definitely could work. I wouldn't blame him if he tried it again.
I feel you, James. I would get the same way on that obstacle. I would not want to flip around like that. I love this idea, and he was close on that grab.
If I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea how anyone can even fathom the idea of flipping like that.
Not without getting wildly dizzy.
Exactly, dude. Want to keep our eyes in check and our sense of direction in check. Here we go. No, he's going to do it the intended way. He's going to be a lunatic and flip.
Goes for that flip. Gonna play it smart here. Catches on to the
There
end.
we go.
Come on, James, get out of there. He's got the clear on obstacle 7. Sorry, obstacle 8. No, wait, that was obstacle 7. I was wrong. Moving through. Oh!
Losing the grip, it
down
looks
the
like.
cliffhangers. It's all right, though. He has his final retry that he can use as he leaps on out. 20 seconds left. Can he make his way through this line of cliffhangers?
Hanging on by his fingertips. No easy feat. You can see his hands starting to straighten, and unfortunately, that's going to be it for James Rutherford. Incredible effort, incredible ideas as well. Works for him.
Definitely, James put together a phenomenal run, and you can see by the end of it, he was spent. And look at that again. He came so close to catching onto that X on his first try. Phenomenal job. Let's hope that holds up, as we do have several strong runners on the list to be competing soon.
Moving on to our next ninja athlete. It's going to be George Armas Lopez. Placed 32nd at the World Championships this year. 12 total competitions underneath his belt. Saw a really, really nice run from him on the placement course earlier this afternoon. Going to see him continue his way forward in this challenge course.
Absolutely looking forward to see what George can do. I was very impressed by his placement course run. I think he's going to get very far on this course right here. And there's a look at our leaderboard as of now. Duncan Murray still sits atop the leaderboard, the only finisher of this course so far in today's wave. But perhaps George can be the next.
George put up a really nice course run for our placement course earlier this afternoon. Now on challenge, he's hoping to carry on that trend. Another one of Flip's students out here. Getting some final clarifications, some strategy implantations out here. 35 coming out of North Carolina. He is ready and raring to go.
Yeah, George looks excited out there. Looks like he's clearing some things up. Maybe he has a couple questions. Always a good idea to ask questions.
Shaking out, final moments out here. George Armas Lopez ready to go, representing flip and jump twist.
Plenty of
Great
momentum.
jumps. A
Look
lot
at
of
all
power
that
going
length.
into this swing. Look at that. Bam! Doesn't even need a second swing, just lets the second one fling out of existence.
Oh, and look at the power. Look at the throws.
Oh,
he's
yes, this guy knows what he's about.
All right. I love what I'm seeing so far. Oh, when he linked up!
Oh, wow.
Oh, they gotta bring
man.
him back there. He did not make that
Bring him-
dismount, but oh my goodness, he
Really close.
attempted to link the last one. Mighty impressive there, but his first retry will have to be used on obstacle 3.
He's going to link it again. No, he's going to take a little moment. Sees the opportunity on the cliff. He's hanging on.
You can see the grimace on his
Yep.
face, but it's going to be worth it as George clears obstacle 3.
Moving on to the spooky swings out here, right onto the back. He's linking the pumpkin as well. We haven't seen that too much. Oh no!
Tries to
The
go
traction there. What happened?
Tries to go for a jump straight into the jumping spider. Didn't even use the trapeze bar. Let's hope that
Nice. There we go. The Zantes doing their jobs now.
Good, and he is halfway through the course. Unfortunately, though, he does not have any of his retries left in the bank. He's going to have to keep it clean throughout. Time for a
Here
leap
he
of
goes
faith,
on
though.
leap of faith out here. A lot of momentum shifting in. Yes.
Plenty of power, plenty of swing. Time to go for a flip. Great
Goes
catch.
straight for the jump. Look at that.
Right into the cliffhanger. Moving with some incredible speed so far. Finding the slots on those hammers. He's able to grab the ring.
Wraps the ring in by the fingers there, and it works very, very well for him.
Yeah, very well done, George. Talking up before heading into the final 2 obstacles. He's got plenty of time, 1.5 minutes. Time for the Vampire Vortex. And he goes...
Gonna go for... Oh, no! That's gonna be it for George Armas Lopez. He definitely had a lot more to offer there. He wanted that, but come on. Really, really well done.
What a run he put together. He had so much going. The first attempt, a link on that obstacle. And then he just breezes through everything in this rig right here. Grabs the bat and the pumpkin. I would have loved to see George keep on going. If he had an extra retry to use, that would have been fun.
Right then. Only 6 more remain. The first of which is Mike Belalcazar. 68th at Worlds. 11 competitions of experience. Seems like an alright resume if I do say so myself. Let's see if he can add anything new here on our challenge course.
Yeah, let's see what Mike is going to do here. He just saw a very successful way to get through a number of these obstacles. Let's see him stick to his game plan. And he is off on the challenge course. Solid jump out there.
Oh! Couldn't get his arms out fast enough, it looks like. He had the height, but the distance was just a tiny bit short.
Definitely, he almost had that grab. The clock is still ticking, that means he's ready to go.
Massive jump onto the first area. He's eyeing up that cliff. Is he going to go for it? Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's going to want to play it safe here.
There he goes.
That dismount, and he's got to clear through the first obstacle on the course. Let's see Mike move on here. No problem with the second, but now on to the shark bait swing.
Look at that.
Oh, here comes a
His
lick, and he
arms and
made it
legs are all over the place. Look at that, but he's still making it through seamlessly.
The technique out of Mike is incredible. And he links the bat.
What
And the
is
hook in.
it?
Look at this guy.
This is good, mate.
Oh, wow. Jumps
Straight
right
into the spider.
Oh, we've got a real treat for this run right here. You heard of trick-or-treating. This is all treat and no trick. Mike is chalking up now before heading into the leap of faith.
Good stuff. Nearly just flipped over the board as a whole. Gonna go for the intended strats of flipping through, carrying that momentum onto the forward X. Good stuff.
Nicely done. Just under 2 minutes to take on the final 3 obstacles on this course. The Creepy Crimps, or whatever this one is called, is up next on the course.
Ooh, yes, even though the first box spins from one of his hands there, still reached out to that ring with no problem at all.
Well, we just saw our last runner get a little tripped up on the Vampire Vortex. Let's see what Mike is going to do differently. Looks like he's going to go side to side. Oh!
Ooh! I don't know what's going on with our V's here, but the Vampire's Vortex is starting to bite back.
That it certainly is. All of our athletes, or some of our athletes who have just tried this obstacle, they're trying to go side to side instead of forward and backwards across this rig. Looks like Mike is going to change his game plan, and so far it's paying off for him, but he's going to have to do a 180 turn, able to make it happen. He might be going for an early lache here to the bar.
Yes, he is. It is working out well for him.
The final obstacle on the challenge course. Swings his way on through, locks that ring into the bear trap. Mike is staring down the buzzer.
Massive swing.
Yes,
Mike
sir!
hits the buzzer. That's our fastest clear of the day so far. Happy days all around for Mike out here. Well deserved of first place so far.
Look at this start to the course run. Links through obstacle 3 and links through obstacle 4. That was incredible athleticism showcased by Mike, and I cannot wait to see if that run is going to hold up to get the top 4, because I'd love to see this guy back in Washington for the Premier Series Finals.
Half of our potential qualifiers are now clears. Maybe it's going to be a sprint to the buzzer throughout our final 5 if they want to qualify for Life Force in November. Matt Callan's bang on 100 at the World Championship. Is this his time? Is he going to be one of the few to qualify for Life Force?
We are about to find out. And yeah, you might be right, Billy. It might be a race to the finish for the rest of this wave right here. If you want to really secure that spot in the finals, I think the buzzer is your safest bet right now. All right, and there you see Matt Collins, our next runner to be taking on this course. Let's see what he's capable of.
Coming out of North Carolina at 32 years old. We saw him strategize a couple of obstacles before our wave of athletes here began. Hopefully all that mental strategy comes into play positively on this course.
Well done here, catches onto that disc. And right on through into the shark bait swing, wants to waste no time. Links his way across, but now he's going to gear up. Wow,
Look at that!
Looking
That's
good
just
so
pure
far.
raw finger strength, that was. Great stuff out of Matt Callan so far. Gonna carry on some impeccable skills out here.
Yeah, there was some grit involved there on that catch. But Matt catches onto the bat now, and let's see, he's straightened himself out, goes right on over for that pumpkin. Just has to line up the dismount. Well done, and once again, right into the next obstacle.
Yes. Didn't even need to bounce in, locked in his feet, then put his hands gracefully into the web, and all is well.
Sprints his way across that balance. Plenty of time left on the clock as he prepares for the leap of faith. You can see him gearing up here as he grabs onto those handlebars. There we go, there's some solid kicks. Nice catch. Not gonna perch himself here atop the X as he prepares his hands for the flip around. Gonna take
Here he goes. Nice tight grasp on that bar before psyching himself up to go upside down. There he goes.
Goes for a ride there, but he's not done yet. Makes the catch onto the final X and now just needs to get the dismount. There he goes, Matt Kalans through 7 obstacles on this course and still going. His way through this cliffhanger line. Looks so casual, he makes it look easy as he looks for the dismount next.
He used the bars to... He hasn't used any retries yet, and with 2 obstacles left, a clear might still be on the cards if he books his ideas up soon.
Yeah, 45 seconds left on the time. Certainly possible, but he's got to stay clean, I would say, on these last 2. He's gonna go across this rig. Oh no!
Couldn't get that final one.
Yeah, gonna have to use the retry here on obstacle 9. The clock resumes ticking away. Matt's gonna give it his all here. This is the Vampire's Vortex. Here we go again, hopping on up to that first upside down V. Builds up the momentum.
Unfortunately can't get it.
He does look a little bit spent there. Worked very hard on that course. And Matt should be very proud of that run. That was a great run he put together.
Had to psych himself up a bit before going. I do not understand how some people just do that off the cuff. It's weird.
I agree there.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, next up on our challenge course is going to be Daniel Nagy. Here is our leaderboard so far. Unfortunately, that's not going to put Matt into the qualifying spots for Life Force. We are going to start to see a couple of guaranteed placements for our Life Force finals in the next few runs.
That is true. We will see what Daniel Nagy can put together. He's about to get his course run underway. A big leap out on the trapeze bar. Hesitates a little on the trampoline, but he's able to work his way through.
A lot of power and enough to link the dismount. There we go.
Nice catch.
Right in. Oh, look at the power linking that final dismount. Up onto the shark bait swing here now.
Yeah, he's taking his time on this course.
He's going to go for the skip, and he makes it successfully.
Easily makes that long dismount, no problem. As he
already has a lot of momentum going into these spinners.
Oh, that's for sure. Makes the catch onto the bat. Goes right for the pumpkin, makes that grab as well. And straight to the dismount. Daniel looking very smooth so far, very fast.
There we go. 2 minutes 30 remaining. A minute has now gone from his time. 1, 2, 3. Step, step. No step on the final lily pad, but he's making his way through. Not a problem at all. Chalking himself up, ready to go on to the leap of faith.
Let's see here. Got to get a lot of swing to get up high. That trapeze bar is quite high up on this rig. Daniel's getting plenty of momentum so far, however. Makes the catch.
Yes. Had to reach out for that final Trapeze. Hey, the skip! Oh my goodness me! No! He had to battle for that one.
What a fight. Tries to go straight for the second X. Doesn't quite get it, but lands the dismount.
wasn't on his
Doesn't quite.
side.
Hold on.
Gonna have to go again. Is he gonna use that strategy?
Ah, man. I feel like he's going to play it safe here, but I would love to see another attempt at that. Let's see what Daniel's going to do. Yes,
Yeah, he's gonna go the
for safe.
standard way.
Flips himself right on over, though. But he's
Oh, the X is now flipping about. Wants to try and realign it to himself. Oh, dear me. Did he kick it before?
He might have kicked it on his flip through. He's a tall guy. He might have to time
This
this.
one could be it. Yes, reaches out with one arm and he's redeemed himself.
Wow. Daniel Nargi.
Those moves did take up quite a bit of time, though.
Yeah, a little bit of stress there on that obstacle. But he's going to make his way on through. Let's see if he's got the grip to get through these cliffhangers. There should still be enough time for a clear.
Still has a retry in the bank if he needs it. Vampire's Vortex beckons now.
And this obstacle has proven to be so difficult for this wave. Let's see if Daniel has what it takes to get through the vortex. Making his way on up now. 30 seconds remain for this course run. As you can see it in his face, the grimace. He's looking tired. Come on, Daniel, this is it.
I think his grip strength is starting to run out.
Yeah. And that is one of the disadvantages of the challenge course as well. Having to do some obstacles more than once is going to burn out that upper body strength, and I think that's what's going to happen with Daniel here. 20 seconds left. Let's see if he could maybe get another clear under his belt.
Unfortunately slips out. He's a bit mad with that run, but definitely should be proud. Put in an entertaining performance.
That he certainly did. That was a great effort out of Daniel there. Looks super strong throughout this entire course run. Definitely a strong athlete, and I loved this attempt out of him. Almost had it there. Lots of fun, and he is in fourth as of now.
That also, that is going to give Mike Belal Kazar our first guaranteed finalist spot for our Life Force Finals later on in just over a month's time. It is now down to our final three to decide the last spots, starting with Devin Dennis, our third fastest on the placement course earlier today. He started Ninja when he was 10, and he walked to a Ninja gym whilst he was in Orlando for a weekend, and he fell in love with Ninja ever since. He currently lives in Lutz, Florida, and has been training in his home gym, Dragon Fit Ninja, since 2019, and now has become a coach there. And it's clear to see why all of these skills definitely would want to be translated to our younger generations.
And keep in mind, these final three ninjas who are about to take the course, they were the only ones to complete the placement course. And Devin did it with such an amazing time. I feel like we're going to see something special out of him on this challenge course run as well.
Hangs on to the cliff. Everyone's getting a bit more used to the cliff as we go on.
Yeah, Devin leaping up now for the fidget spinner.
Reaches out, matching everything it seems. Bit of a backswing, forward facing on the pumpkin as well. Goes down. Is he going to jump into the spider web?
He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
No!
Oh no!
Doesn't pay off. It's alright though, that is only his first retry. Still has another one should he need it. On
there we go.
Alright, Devin is past the jumping spider, now working on the second half of this course. Let's see if it's time for a leap of faith here.
Here he goes, building up a lot of momentum as he goes all the way up.
Nicely
He's
done.
standing up Okay, yes, he is going to go for the intended strategy.
Nice. Gets a great flip in there. Lachey's right on out to the X. And finds his dismount as well. Devin might be looking for that buzzer. He's got a good time going. If he can keep it clean, there might be a buzzer in his future.
Potentially. Here we go. Using the rings, getting a bit more momentum to get down to the platform. Oh, using the bar just to make himself sure of it. Yes, there we go.
All right, now we're looking at 1:20 to get through these final 2 obstacles on this course. The Vampire's Vortex has given a lot of athletes some challenges here, but Devin's able to make the first. Lachey, no problem.
Gonna have to try and get... Oh, no, he's starting to slip. Maybe a bit of chalk might be optimal.
You can see his hand sliding down the V, and he's going to use his final retry on the Vampire's Vortex. Has to keep it clean from here on out if he wants that buzzer.
Oh, no, doesn't get it, unfortunately.
Tries to go for a long Lachey, and it doesn't quite pay off. That was a great run there out of Devin. Looked very strong, very consistent, and fast throughout. See where that puts him on the leaderboard.
As going to put him on the chopping block.
Yep. And with that run as well, Duncan Murray is going to be moving on to the Premier Series Finals. Our first finisher for this challenge course.
As we now move on to one of our level up representatives this weekend, Nathan Hone. Here we go, straight out of the gate. Going to be swinging about level up, such an incredible... Oh my goodness me! I know it's Halloween, but that's the scariest thing I've seen all day.
Yes.
Wants to be a tad more careful coming into this trampoline. Can't misjudge his step again. There we go.
Let's see, here comes Lachey. Woo.
Makes his way down. Hopefully that first jump didn't knock him over too much mentally. Jumps all the way down. Yes, he's fine. Okay. Just over 3 minutes remaining as he moves on to our next obstacle out here. Swinging. He's linking the shark bait swing.
Catches onto that cliffhanger ledge, and he goes for his dismount. Very well done. Let's hope that he's not going to be needing that retry later on. Nicely done.
Almost wanted to underbar that transfer. Using some nice techniques as he moves on to the pumpkin. Good stuff. Building up momentum. Straight away. Oh, come on. No!
Nathan's gonna have
rub down the shoes. Get the dust off him.
Oh, he uses his final retry on the jumping spider. Let's hope he can get through the spider walk here.
There he goes.
All right. Able to get the clear on that obstacle as he runs his way across the balance. Time for a leap of faith. And on these final 4 obstacles here, Nathan's going to have to keep it totally clean. Out of retries for the rest of this run.
Have a look at that. Going to use the intended strat. Is he? Yep, he is going to use the... Oh, he's going to turn around due to disorientation. Look at that.
Interesting technique there, but it's going to pay off. He catches onto the X and gets the clear. 3 obstacles to go.
100 seconds remaining coming into the creepy crimps.
A big jump out halfway across that first board of cliffhangers. And he goes one-handed there on that box. Right on through to the mat. He's going to be clear through the cliffhangers. Quick water break. A minute 15 remaining on the course.
Can he be one of the few to make it past the Vampire's Vortex today?
He might be going for a big Lachey here.
No! No! That's going to be it for Nathan.
Oh, man! That's his final.
Oh, man!
He was looking so promising. Looks like he might have been able to keep going after that, but that is going to do it for Nathan's run.
That was really solid as well, considering the unfortunate mishaps that happened earlier in the course. One was just due to a tiny mishap on the trampoline. One was due to the dusty shoes into the spider. He put up an incredible performance. Should be proud of himself. As we now move on to our final runner of the day, Mike, Duncan, and George have all qualified for the Life Force Finals. Now, Devin Dennis is on the chopping block, and Thiago Lima, our 18th place finisher at the World Championships, is going to be after his spot.
And this is it, our final run for the amateur division. Let's see what Thiago can put together here. He had an electrifying run on the placement course. And I think we're going to see something similar here on the challenge.
Oh, yes, look at this. He knows that in order to get one of them spots, he needs to move very, very quickly.
And that is what he's doing so far. Let's see if we're going to find some links here. Yes, we are.
We're seeing links on cliffs, and it's working out for Thiago Lima.
Yes, sir. Keep this up. Links the back. Links the pumpkin. Links the dismount. And he's right into the jumping spider as well.
No trapeze is needed. Here we go. Now moving into the cursed crossway. Over halfway through the course. Has only used up 40 seconds of his time.
That's incredible right there. His speed is unmatched as he's on the leap of faith.
That core engagement on that front swing was unrivaled. That gave him a lot of extra momentum. As he jumps to the X. No!
Oh, no! Comes up
short.
When
is it gonna happen? Come on! Is he gonna go for the strats? Is he gonna go for the is he gonna go for the intended strat or the skip? Let's have a look at what Thiago's mind decides for him. Here we go. He's gonna do the intended strategy of rolling over.
Yeah, gonna play it safe here. He's able to get the clear on that obstacle. Still has a retry in the bank should he need it on these final 3 obstacles. And he's still got plenty of time left. More time than any other athlete in this division has had at this point. 2 minutes as he clears obstacle 8.
Moving on
the
now.
Vampire's Vortex.
This one has been eating up our competitors recently. Let's see if Thiago can make it through. Ooh, barely with the hand orientation. But look at that link. Here we go. Just over 100 seconds left as we now move into the Enchanted Trap.
The final obstacle on this course. Thiago Lima may be here for...
Ooh! Misses the lock into the bear trap. Can he redeem himself? Yes, he can. Forces it up. Gonna take a bit more momentum. He hits the buzzer, and that's going to make Thiago Lima our fastest clear of the day right now. Let's go, dude. He's happy.
Yeah, let's just hope that his head is okay. He took quite a tumble there, going for that early move on the X, but Thiago is going to be our first place finisher for the amateur division for both placement and challenge courses. He should be very proud of that.
A clean sweep of our amateur division today by Thiago. That is going to lock him, Mike, Duncan, and George all places for our Life Force Championships for the Premier Series Finals on November 15th, 16th, and 17th. Oh my goodness.
I cannot wait to see all 4 of these guys return for Life Force. It is going to be a wild competition. If you thought that this was exciting, just wait because there is more. But of course, let's take a look here at our top 3 competitors for today. Thiago, Mike, and Duncan, who put together some electrifying course runs, all of which ended in some course clears. And here's a quick replay of Duncan's run. He was the first person to clear the course in the amateur division, able to figure out the Vampire's Vortex, and then put it all together at the end.
Mike was also someone who was able to do that and also clear as well. Didn't need a trapeze going into the spider. He moved perfectly throughout each obstacle. His legs were flinging all over the place, but it was all part of the plan. His technique was incredible, but Thiago Lima had the speed and the guts to make it all the way through, even with a rough tumble on the leap of faith, locking in the ring to the bear trap on the second try and clearing as well. Incredible stuff out of all of our qualifiers.
It was fantastic. This was a great wave right here. The amateur division, so much fun to watch, and they all did amazing today.
Right then, that is not all of our competition for the day. We still have one more wave to go over. It is the elites, and we have quite a few incredible athletes we want to show off. Olivia Lopez is the first of them. Was a 3-timed world champion out here. So if anyone has any bets on who the Premier Series winner will be in the elite female division, this is going to be a solid pick for you guys.
Yeah, Olivia is an amazing athlete. Cannot wait to see how she does tonight. And then let's not forget about William Schlegeter as well, the course designer for our Stanford qualifier earlier in the year. An obstacle in this course was named after Will. He is the Crimpy Ninja after all because of his grip strength, and we cannot wait to see how Will does when he competes later on tonight.
He is crazy good. We also have a couple more incredible elite ninjas joining us for our elite live stream. It is consisting of Jay Lachey Lewis, Luke Dillon, and Avery Glance as well. There's just immense skill everywhere, you know.
It's gonna be a fun wave right there.
Jay Lewis got second at our Premier Series finals last year, so he's definitely back for a vengeance coming in for our SOFLO qualifier, along with Luke and Avery definitely wanting to impress as well.
Absolutely. It's going to be lots of fun seeing all of these ninjas and more competing in the elite division.
And with that, we have our finals just around the corner. In just over a month's time, we're heading over back to Bellingham, Washington, back to Life Force Ninja for our Premier Series finals on November 15th, 16th, and 17th. All of our qualifiers over each division for every single tournament we've had. It's going to be a good weekend. You do not want to miss it.
No, you do not. It's going to be lots of fun. We will see you then for some amazing ninja action.
Precisely so. From Billy Dixon and Jack Tudrin, we have been your commentators for the amateur division. Take care, God bless, and see you in the next one.